17-year-old son were then killed innocently. I need justice for my son, my 17-year-old son were then killed innocently. Execution. Because they take him out and I'm sleep in front of him like a 14-year-old sister. Kill him. And as me I go in the house, oh my God, man. You hold him mother and push back him mother and fling back him mother out the door like me. Me I beg you to save my son because I just bury one day and me I beg and I text me and I tell you. And you still push him back out and say, what it, that girl, come out. And then when one house, not even a search warrant, you don't come with a search warrant. You don't come and knock up, you just come and kick off my door. I need justice for my son, my 17-year-old son were then killed innocently. Execution.
But Senator Bunting, there is a trend with the targeted operations in Jamaica. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, people being carried out of their houses and being murdered. These targeted operations, Senator Bunting, many people would argue that they breach human rights because many of these police don't even have a badge. They are in mask up. These things, Senator Bunting, these are serious breaches of human rights. Can you give a commitment that when you are the next Minister of National Security, you are going to see to it that there are standard procedures that are upheld in the JCF? Can you talk to that tonight? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, babies in hands of men and police killing men and babies dropping on ground, Senator Bunting. We are hearing the cases, 160 deaths, Senator Bunting. 95% of those cases are targeted operations, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the mornings. People being killed in their sleep, Senator Bunting. This cannot continue and be business as usual.
Well, certainly I cannot comment on any of those particular cases as I wasn't there.
Bruh.
Want justice! Me need justice! Me want justice for me son! Me need ya! Me want help! Me want help! To fight the battle!
Marcia Bailey's cries echoed through Gullybank's district, raw with grief and fury. As if her voice alone wasn't enough to convey her pain, a placard spelled it out for all to see. Miss Bailey's 31-year-old son, Junior James, who also goes by the name Shotter, was fatally shot by police inside his home in Gullybank's district last Tuesday. According to police reports, James fired at the police, which led to the deadly confrontation. They seized a submachine firearm with a magazine containing 4 9mm rounds. But Miss Bailey isn't buying that story. She says the police had been fixated on her eldest son, labeling him as a violence producer, and now they've turned their sights on Junior.
Now they turn from the little last baby one. Put him in a things to them say dangerous in this and harmony, this and that. Me want justice for him.
Say I'm on board, yeah.
No.
And I not leave ya. Fico and UK. No way, sir. Me pot up boil ya. Me belly full ya. Sweet Jamaica. Tell them the truth. Sometimes the truth hurt. Sometimes the truth is an offense. But God see and know me now sin upon the people of Jamaica. We have sinned against the people of Jamaica. We have sinned against our fellow man. Some people will make a choice irrationally. They wake up on the wrong side one morning, kiss them teeth, and make a wrong vote, and then them suffer for the rest of the time.
Oh no!
Some people will make a choice based on a promise. A man come and tell them, say, I have a horse for you and that horse can fly. And you believe. You don't look at the track record to see if there was any horses that have flown before.
Yeah, boy.
And then there are some people who just don't know. And anything you tell them, them do.
I hold him up.
Wagwan family, welcome back. Major blunder by the JCF. Major, that one a major, you know. The one is not a minor. Major blunder, people. Major blunder. This is normal. But before we go further, one brother here, a bossa argument kind of sound just like how the way I and I think. They're going to make you hear it first.
You know, there are some people in Jamaica, everything the police do, they say the police they're right, and the police them was working on intelligence, and as somebody tell the police them something because police must just do things so. You have a next set say, yeah man, everybody who the police then kill, they really involved in a shooting, and them a murderer, and them a gunman, them a thief, them a criminal. The police are not wrong. And anytime you say police kill a man and say shoot out, will justify by saying, yeah man, the police are not going to lie. Alright, let me ask you one question then. Who no support the police them with everything they do? Let me ask you now. Then Alando Gray, the man the police them put up in picture on social media saying wanting for murder. Right? The man have been locked up in a house too much there, a high can't come around, couldn't go work none at all. That man, the man they also wanted in fact. Or then the police can come out and say, after they lock up and release him, after he turned himself in, thank God he turned himself, because he said while he was being transported, the police then tell him, say, boy, you're a killer. We know why you turn yourself. We don't want to come for you. We don't want to come for you. We believe him and tell him so. And having that man not turning himself, with a year later, the police then pounced upon him, said there was a shootout. And when the shooting stopped, then see a man suffer from gunshot wound. And when he said he was taken to Kingston Public Hospital, obviously there's no master in Jamaica, where he was pronounced dead. When you hear the commissioner of police said, good job. When you hear the superintendent said, good job. When you hear the justice minister, when I hear the minister at the said, good job, well done. Then why police then take so long to apologize? Because you can't run and strong. And this being Friday the 13th, they're just watching you just so I do this broadcast. No, we want to apologize. I flimsy apology. No, I'm saying to the family members, I mean, I tell Alando himself, Alando Gray, you can't accept the apology. With the example most opposite, we have reached a stage where somebody have to set an example. You have to come a lawsuit. You have to come a lawsuit no less than $50 million. Because somebody else put up your picture whether it's a public mischief. The same point will go for them. Whether it's a public mischief. You understand me? You don't have the person who got court now to defend themselves for what they've said to you. Whether it's defamation of character. Now who is going to charge the police? Is this not defamation of character? No, listen, they're going to match up the man like TVJ News just said. They have to tell us that the man photographs still up X, and after that, we'll take it down. What is the land reaching on this thing? How much more Alando Gray is not with us today because of mistaken identity? Just to come out and say, we're sorry, just don't cut it. Because many more people who is not in the land of the living today is also a mistaken in identity. But you can't make this mistake and just come out and say sorry. And you leave this sorry to be forced out of you. Human rights have a call for your apology. Eh? One security consultant have a telling the true TVJ News so must apologize. I don't come up with that flimsy apology. No, it can't be accepted. It's not sincere. You don't have to pay no less than $50 million lawsuit for falseful imprisonment and the other charges, whatever the lawyer might say, to come with this thing. It can't continue. We're out of control. We're out of control. And the Jamaica people fail to use the court to get redress. How much more Alando Gray is behind bars right now for something they never do? Mistaken identity. Just to say it's a mistake in identity. Just don't cut it. It can't work out. It cannot be accepted. We'll have to pay the piper for this mistake. You know, a couple years ago, we put up a man picture. The man was already in GP prison for 5 years. I want to put up that man picture. So the man wanted to shoot him will take place 2 nights prior to put out that picture when the man was already in custody in GP. It goes to show that this mistake is ongoing. It's a continuation of mistakes. And if you lose life by this mistake, we are still here say it was a shootout. We must come down with a topic now, man. Too much all now, man. We just have a new police force. You know, it's really a new police force. It's really a new... Jamaica is really not a real place. It's true. People are forced to people apologize. So they run as strong. No man have to come down. You know, you have some people in Jamaica.
Me say, endorse that, my brother. Me no know you know. Was a virgin said they come give me. That brother, me endorse you, my brother. Me endorse what you say a while ago. Solid. A man like how if you have page. Remember, me know the man that can have page, you know. The man will talk for them belly, bottom and a chop, you know. Me know every man that can start them one page, you know. Me know if you have a page, but me know the man them people. The man have fire in their belly. You have to speak the truth, my brother. So people, we have problem for aisle 6, major problem. The JCF effed up royally. Now they must pay the youth taxpayers' money. Let me get a clearer understanding of what's going on from TVJ News.
To a primetime news follow-up now, there are calls for the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF to publicly apologize to the man who was wrongfully featured in its Wanted Wednesday's publication on social media. Raquel Porter has been tracking this story.
Do you realize how serious this is?
While a lawsuit may be hanging over the state, security consultant Robert Finzi-Smith said the lack of response from the Jamaica Constabulary Force is unacceptable.
At the very least, very least, the JCF needs to put out a public apology in all media that they put this photograph on. And if I were his lawyer, I would see what I would consider to be sufficient compensation for what the young man has suffered. But it goes deeper. It means that if I get a picture of somebody somewhere and put on the JCF thing, he can end up being, what is the terminology, unalived. And then people say, oh, so sorry, wrong person.
The JCF eventually removed the image from Instagram on June 10, 2025, minutes after 5 p.m. We are yet to receive a formal response to our queries about the reason for the error. And though the photograph has been removed from the JCF's social media pages, human rights advocate John Clark pointed to the potential long-term impact the error may have on Mr. Gray's life.
You may have a scenario where his image is still on websites belonging to other persons, and more importantly, may still affect him when searches are made online in relation to whether or not he was ever arrested by the police, which will always have to answer yes to in relation to any material that deals with embassies, etc. And important, I don't think many citizens give sufficient credence to the fact that mistakes can be made and that this information will forever be in the public and will forever affect his name.
Meanwhile, attorney at law Alexander Shaw says despite whatever legal action Mr. Gray may take, the harm to his reputation is irreparable.
In 2025, when your image is published, especially because of the manner in which police go about arresting people, and there's this fear of meet the judge or your maker. So I believe all of that has to be taken into consideration. You know, I believe the JCF should at the very least public an apology immediately.
Mr. Shaw and Mr. Clark were both speaking yesterday on Beyond the Headlines with host Dion Jackson Miller.
So after that, the people, the JCF come out with apology on the page, and every platform you can think of, all the news sources in Jamaica, because them screwed up royally. And here them screw up royally, people. You know, Yeah, them screwed up people, big time. Listen. The young man said that the police he was at work on a father construction site. He said, I'm a Christian and him working in father on construction site. I'm a church man. He said, no Portmore, where them a call him and tell him, say, boy, him named upon wanted Wednesday. And say him upon him job site. And the name, people are calling him and text him, say him named upon wanted Wednesday. He said, first he thought it was a joke or a prank or something like that. Because him say him no Portmore. He never got Portmore yet. He was anyway, it gets serious. Him call him police brethren. I will tell him, say, man, if you go on a police station, because them things are serious. So him get him father and the pastor go to police station. Go to police station with the pastor. And the youth said them violate him. Come here, talk to our brother with a law degree a while ago, producer Wayne, as usual. Because me always ask him law questions, legal questions. And from what the brother said them strip search him have to cough 3 times. A Mandeville. Say, while I got Mandeville finding himself, he said, they don't see nothing in the book for him. They don't know him. So he should say, as much as them I say them have technology at Jamaica, they're not like that, people. Station are coordinated, because if he was wanted in a Portmore, him should be wanted at every police station throughout Jamaica. That's why if you have computer, when they see them come out and lie about technology and millions of dollars spent, where are the millions of dollars there? That the police and Mandeville can coordinate with what going to Portmore. They now have no website where they can go on. They now coordinate people. That's why I got Mandeville and them never say nothing on the books what him charge for. And him bringing himself in. Then them have to call Portmore. Call it, no computer, not no connect. That means say the Mandeville police now have no memo where they drive around with and I look for this wanted man. What if he was wanted? They're not connected. Law enforcement are not connected. Big book, you can't connect big book. How you connect big book? Every station needs a computer. So once a man name go up there as wanted and the man hot, he pop up at every police station in Jamaica. However, when him go on Mandeville, the young man say, Mandeville, the police don't know him. However, them call Portmore. They say they don't see nothing. Right? So them call Portmore. Portmore said they must arrest him until them come collect him. Right? So them arrest him. And the youth say when them arrest him, people, them strip search him. Them have to spreading cheeks. What producer will tell me say that is a sexual violation there, so. Torture and degraded treatment. Food with ants in it. And them a tell you name the food with ants in it. He said tell him father if I go buy a brief and if I go buy a brief for him and body wash. I want a t-shirt for him in a jail now. You never got jail yet. When him come out for him, when Portmore police come for him, people, him say them pull him shirt over him head. What is that? I want torture or degraded treatment. Which is that? Police come for you and pull your shirt over your head, blindfold you. What kind of nonsense is that, people? And what kind of Jamaica we are run? There's the youth say them pull him shirt over him head, strip search him, make him cough, spread cheeks, Remember the wrong man they got, Like Wayne say, a sexual violation that, Because an innocent man go do that too. Go look up in him, what can I say in that? And the man give up himself. It's not no drugs the youth is wanted for. He's not known as a peddler for drugs. When you say a kill man, that means I'm a gunman, you don't have him as then. So when I look up in him river, the youth say on his way to Portmore, the police them, like them want to touch him, and I say, when bringing himself far, him should have make them come for him. So therefore, police don't want to bring in nobody. A blood, they want blood them. Police don't want to bring in nobody, people. A blood, they want blood them. This judge or make a thing now work, people. It's a major failure. The youth, so when they got Portmore, then strip search him again. Humiliate him, people. Remember, you come out of police custody. You come out of police custody out of jail, you already strip search. Right? You hand it over from police to police. You don't have no time to do nothing. The youth, so when they got Portmore again, then strip search him again, spread cheeks and cough. Like producer Wayne tell me say, that sound more like a sexual violation. That does sound like a police do police work. That sound like a police love look on batty. That look like a batty man that the force want look on batty. I mean, them already looking at batty already a Mandeville. Hand him over to Uno. But you know want looking at batty, a batty you no love, man. That don't look like a policing. The man have spreading cheeks again. Major violation, torture, degraded treatment. Gentle people. They give him food with ansinite. Let me ask a question. Who get the contract to feed prisoners in a jail? Who will give millions or billions of dollars? Just like the people who give hospital, we outsource the food to feed the people in the hospital. Who feed the people in that jail? How come the people get food with ansinite? How come jailers getting food with ansinite? What kind of thing is that? Me serious, no matter what a man do. How come a man get food full of ants? You say you could eat the food full of ants. Full of ants. So what do do? Deliberately put on the food in an ant's nest, make ants full of the food and then go give the inmate them. What kind of thing this? So if this youth never give up himself, what do I do with the youth? With that dirt, the youth. So this brings me right back to Mr. Bunting. The other day. Him get himself mixed up, you know. Bunting get himself mixed up. Because now this happened, the JCF said they're going to review protocol. What protocol? The same protocol that Bunting said the police is doing a wonderful job. Remember Bunting said they do a wonderful job, you know. No, them left him on a limb, hanging Bunting. Remember me I tell you to take up the people, them stand on the right side of history. Bunting. Lord Jesus. The JCF leave Bunting on a limb hanging all by himself. Saying that the JCF do professional job. And even the JCF I review them on protocol, Bunting. How this make you look, my boss?
As these 24-hour checkpoints really didn't catch anyone. It was just displays of force, in a sense, to try and suggest that they were doing something. Since that wasteful use of resources have stopped, is when we're seeing the police return to the traditional professional form of policing.
Yes.
Using spearfishing methods, using technology, and so on. Increasing the boots on the ground of the JCF versus the JDF, which was the first force that was beefed up in terms of recruiting. And I've always said soldiers cannot replace police officers. They have a different mission, they're trained differently, and we're now starting to see some success from what we've been advocating for the last 10 years.
No, Bunting, the police don't say they're going to change. They're going to review how them deal with this Bunting. You praise them, you know, but see there. Because you know, come out for the youths and Bunting. That's why I have a problem with you. My beef with you, Bunting, is because you know, come out for the youth in Jamaica. Is it because you're born with gold spoon in your mouth? Eh? You never going to sit down in the same seat as ghetto people. You're going to use them for vote, for staying at power. And that's you do Bunting, for get rich. How come you never get out for the youth them? See the labor right them left up on a limb hanging all by yourself.
But Senator Bunting, there is a trend with the targeted operations in Jamaica. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, people being carried out of their houses and being murdered. These targeted operations, Senator Bunting, many people would argue that they breach human rights because many of these police don't even have a badge. They are in mask up. These things, Senator Bunting, these are serious breaches of human rights. Can you give a commitment that when you are the next Minister of National Security, you are going to see to it that there are standard procedures that are upheld in the JCF? Can you talk to that tonight? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, babies in hands of men and police killing men and babies dropping on ground, Senator Bunting. We are hearing the cases, 160 deaths, Senator Bunting. 95% of those cases are targeted operations, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the mornings. People being killed in their sleep, Senator Bunting. This cannot continue and be business as usual.
Well, certainly I cannot comment on any of those particular cases as I wasn't there.
Bruh. So there's so many people with Bunting. There's so many with Bunting. So no, the JCF reviews protocols after wrong man listed as wanted for murder. No, with Bunting so wrapped up around all of this, what Bunting I say about this? We're supposed to have an opposition that come out. You know? Can Bunting come out, people, about this? Can Bunting come out now about this? Because Bunting wrap up, and agree with everything they're doing. I think they are doing perfect. But no, the JSF said they're not doing perfect. The JSF are telling me, as I say, they have to go review protocols. Bunting, and if your job that, and you should have tell them to review protocols. That's what I say, I have a problem with you as opposition, Pandis, me bro. That's what the problem there with Bunting. Me not lie.
Outside of Indicom, I don't think we're in a position to make up a determination on these number of police fatal shootings. We're all concerned with it, but I don't think we're in a position to make a conclusive judgment about it.
Senator Bunting, how can targeted operations be carried out without warrants?
Well, I don't know if operations, a warrant is needed to enter a particular private premises. And I'm not a lawyer now, so I know there are exceptions even to the case of a warrant. If you are in hot pursuit, for example, of a criminal, I don't know all the circumstances where warrants may be needed or warrants you may not need a warrant. So I'm really not in a position to comment on that, but I know all operations would not need specific warrants because you won't necessarily know that you're going to be entering a particular residence. You may be conducting an operation in an area, and in the course of that operation, you see someone that you're looking for the police, give pursuit, the person runs into a house or whatever. I don't think in that case it would be expected to stop and say we have to go and get a warrant. So I think there are exceptions to the warrant, but if you're going to search a particular premises, if you're going to arrest somebody, and it's the circumstances require a warrant, then certainly you should have it.
There are exceptions to warrant, Mr. Bunting. But at first you told us that you're not a lawyer, and you don't know all the circumstances where warrants may or may not be required, right? That's what I'm telling you, right? I'm not a lawyer. I do not know all the circumstances where warrant may or may not be needed, right? Then they are telling us that there are exceptions to warrants. I mean, you explain it to us, but you tell we never know. So to hide from the question, you play dumb, blind, ignorant. You don't know all the circumstances where warrants may or may not be needed to, go on a premises. Then you go ahead to tell me, you give a whole schooling about where warrants need to be applied, like blah, blah, or not be applied. Like if police are running a man now, you run going to a house. We understand that. If police are pass your house and see crime go on tonight, police don't need a warrant. He might come straight tonight if he or she want to. You understand me? But when you have targeted operation, and that is what the journalist is asking you, Mr. Bunting, targeted operation, not no man run off a road and run got them house. Because I'm yet to see any cases where police go in a man's house, go dirt them, will run off a road. Show me one of them, Mr. Bunting. Show me one of them. Show me a case where any one of them youth get dirt because them run from off a road, go in a them house, and police go under them bed, go dirt them. We never see that. All of these cases here me play are men in a them house and them mothers get pushed outside. Listen carefully, Mr. Bunting.
17-year-old son were then killed innocently. I need justice for my son. My 17-year-old son were then killed innocently. Execution. Because they take him out and him sleep in front of him like a 14-year-old sister. Kill him. And as me a go in the house, oh my God, man. You want him mother and push back him mother and fling back him mother out the door like me a wa. Me I beg you to save my son because me just bury one day and me I beg you to text me and I tell you. And you still put him back out and say, what it, that girl come out. And when one house, not even a search warrant, you don't come with a search warrant. You don't come and knock up, you just come and kick off my door. I need justice for my son, my 17-year-old.
They don't come with a search warrant. take out a 17-year-old out of bed and kill him before a 14-year-old sister. You hear the mother say? What the mother say? No search warrant. What the mother say? Then push her outside. Listen to this other mother.
Want justice! Me need justice! Me want justice for my son! Me need ya! Me want help! Me want help! To fight the battle!
Marcia Bailey's cries echoed through Gullibank's district, raw with grief and fury. As if her voice alone wasn't enough to convey her pain, a placard spelled it out for all to see. Miss Bailey's 31-year-old son, Junior James, who also goes by the name Shotter, was fatally shot by police inside his home in Gullibank's district last Tuesday. According to police reports, James fired at the police, which led to the deadly confrontation. They seized the submachine firearm with a magazine containing 4 9mm rounds. But Miss Bailey isn't buying that story. She says the police had been fixated on her eldest son, labeling him as a violence producer, and now they've turned their sights on Junior.
Now they turn from the little last baby one. Put him in a things to them same dangerous in here, this and he harm and he this and he that. Me want justice for him. Police beat him, choose him and he wicked and I put gun on him. Me want justice. Me tired of hitting my ball for murder. Police out to kill me in my house. Police pitch me out of my house. Lock me door. Me want justice.
The police come with any warrant to your house?
No warrant.
The deceased man's...
You hear that? And the second mother, what they do the mother? Push her out her door. Or what the police report say? The man shoot off of them. The mother say what them do? Push her out her door and what? Close the door. The homeowner get pushed outside. No warrant. The mother of the home get pushed outside and police proceed to murder her son. You want to tell me say them a police in them are just murder? Eh? A police in them are just murder. Now them say that the youth was shooting off a police. Come here, people. How can a man shoot off a owner and lock up door? Lock the door with yourself up in the house. Look on it. Police are shoot off of you. And you don't even left the exit open and clear. That means if not, you run out of the house. How many gonna shoot off a police in a house and police are gonna lock up the door in the house, run up the mother, lock the door upon her, and you're going to the house. Come murder man. The girlfriend says she was in a bed with her boyfriend. And a bed police come take her, I'll take her phone from her. In a bed, police go take her and put her out her door. She and the mother. And then they hear gunshot in her house. How many shoot off a police? More of you know. But what kind of law enforcement we have an indie coming all them things? Because me not look right through this. How come man shoot off of you when you lock the door? In a house when man shoot off of you. In the house, you know. You lock up yourself in the house when man shoot off of you. Come here, people. Even if you don't, you can't see right through this. You don't have to read through this, man. I'm gonna shoot off of you. And you lock up yourself in the house where the man shoot off of you. Lock up the door, run out the mother. You don't even leave the door open. Bro, or unlock. You lock the door, lock the mother out the door, but man in the house and shoot off of you. And if you believe that, Indicom not doing a wonderful job. The youth them are dead. We now have the opposition right take up for the youth them at Jamaica. Mr. Bunting is in on it. Me not lie you.
But Senator Bunting, there is a trend with the targeted operations in Jamaica. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, people being carried out of their houses and being murdered. These targeted operations, Senator Bunting, many people would argue that they breach human rights because many of these police don't even have a badge. They are in mask up. These things, Senator Bunting, these are serious breaches of human rights. Can you give a commitment that when you are the next Minister of National Security, you are going to see to it that there are standard procedures that are upheld in the JCF? Can you talk to that tonight? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, babies in hands of men and police killing men and babies dropping on ground, Senator Bunting. We are hearing the cases, 160 deaths, Senator Bunting. 95% of those cases are targeted operations, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the mornings. People being killed in their sleep, Senator Bunting. This cannot continue and be business as usual.
Well, certainly I can't comment on any of those particular cases as I wasn't there.
Bruh. So you see, what may I say? This brother is in on it. You agree with them, and them brethren, my changa brethren. No good for Jamaica, no good for the PNP either. Because of the night after I do that show, yeah, me I get to understand say people are called other shows and I blast him. And that me I hear from several people call my platform and say, yes, people are worried about him. And what he say on the platform, no care for the people who are die. Yeah? Let's read about what happened to this young man. On Wednesday, TVJ News reported that Gray was working with his father in Manchester on May 28 when he became aware that his image was being circulated on a wanted poster. Initially, he thought it was a prank, but soon realized that it was sanctioned by the JCF. He said a pastor and a football coach went to the Mandeville police station the following morning to turn himself in and make further inquiries. After he explained the issues, he was told that would be placed in custody. That would be placed in custody before being taken to Portmore, St. Catherine, where he faced questioning. He subsequently retained a lawyer and was later released. Gray said his ordeal was made worse by the fact that his image remained on the JCF social media page even after his release and was only removed after press with the matter. The JCF notes that Gray shares the same name as a man who is legitimately wanted by the police. The force admitted that it made an error. We deeply regret this mistake and offer our sincerest apologies to Mr. Alando Gray, recognizing any inconvenience or distress this may have caused, the JCF said in a statement on Friday. Following the incident, the JCF said it initiated a review of its processes to ensure that accuracy and integrity of all information released to the public. Now, how did the JCF get this? Them see them get this picture from the passport, that PICA, passport office. Is that legal? We don't know. But I know him of a lawyer, and this brother is going to be being making some money off of us taxpayers. Yeah. We are committed to preventing any reoccurrence of such errors in the future, it said. As always, we remain dedicated not only to reducing crime and ensuring public safety, but also to upholding human rights. That's a lie, JCF. I don't say upholding human rights. In a nothing when I got people yard without warrant go dirt them. There's no human rights in that. When I observe human rights when I got people yard without warrant, go murder them. So stop write these things like we're stupid. Okay? Stop telling lies, JCF. The force gone to the shitters. What happened to the force? It get worse. Now, man, bring back Google Gaga. It get worse. As always, we remain dedicated not only to reducing crime and ensuring public safety, but also to upholding the human rights and civil liberties of every individual. Me say that a lie. Stop tell lie. If you need a warrant to go to man's phone, but you don't need none to go to them house, what are you writing right here? Are we stupid? You need a warrant to go to people's phone, but you don't need a warrant to go to them house, go kill them. See them mamas who just play their ball, miss them son, lock them out the door and talk about man in a house and shoot off at uno. It's a cruel set of people. And this youth are, uno must not get away. Uno must get away, man. Uno must not, no, like seriously. Uno can't get away. Like seriously. You guys must not be able to get away with this. Yeah? You can't get away with this, man. Nah, man, this seriously though. How do I get away with this? How do you expect to get away with this? No, the youth have him liar. And like I hear these men say, Finzi Simit and all them man, they're expert there. I come out and attack. And if they never come out and tell us if you apologize to the youth, JCF, you wouldn't do the apology.
To a primetime news follow-up now, there are calls for the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF to publicly apologize to the man who was wrongfully featured in its Wanted Wednesday's publication on social media. Raquel Porter has been tracking this story.
Do you realize how serious this is?
While a lawsuit may be hanging over the state, security consultant Robert Finzi-Smith said the lack of response from the Jamaica Constabulary Force is unacceptable.
At the very least, very least, the JCF needs to put out a public apology in all media that they put this photograph on. And if I were his lawyer, I would see what I would consider to be sufficient compensation for what the young man has suffered. But it goes deeper. It means that if I get a picture of somebody somewhere and put on the JCF thing, he can end up being, what is the terminology, unalived. And then people say, oh, so sorry, wrong person.
The JCF eventually removed the image from Instagram on June 10, 2025, minutes after 5 p.m. We are yet to receive a formal response to our queries about the reason for the error. And though the photograph has been removed from the JCF's social media pages, human rights advocate John Clark pointed to the potential long-term impact the error may have on Mr. Gray's life.
You may have a scenario where his image is still on websites belonging to other persons, and more importantly, may still affect him when searches are made online in relation to whether or not he was ever arrested by the police, which will always have to answer yes to in relation to any material that deals with embassies, etc. And important, I don't think many citizens give sufficient credence to the fact that mistakes can be made and that this information will forever be in the public and will forever affect his name.
Meanwhile, attorney at law Alexander Shaw says despite whatever legal action Mr. Gray may take, the harm to his reputation is irreparable.
In 2025, when your image is published, especially because of the manner in which police go about arresting people, and there's this fear of meet the judge or your maker. So I believe all of that has to be taken into consideration. I believe the JCF should at the very least public an apology immediately.
Mr. Shaw and Mr. Clark were both speaking yesterday on Beyond the Headlines with host Dion Jackson Miller.
So for you guys who never hear the young man's ordeal earlier, I'm going to read it for you right now. The young man's last name is Gray, like me. Somewhere along the line, me and my family member. This is normal. So the popular Wanted Wednesday campaign is used by the police to publicize individuals wanted for crimes and encourage public assistance in the apprehension. Since it started in 2022, the police says they have received 3,990 tips and made 250 arrests. Gray, who lives in Clarendon, said he was doing construction work with his father in Manchester on Wednesday, May 28, when he started receiving phone calls alerting him that pictures was posted on the JCF social media pages as being wanted for murder in Gregory Park, Portmore, St. Catherine. I thought it was a joke until everybody I know started sending it to me, asking me what was happening. I am 26 years old and I have never been to Portmore. I wondered what was happening. I know a police officer and I asked him to check the police station for me, please, because I said my name on Wanted Wednesday list and I am not a wanted man. Same time he called down there and they told him I was wanted. He was trying to explain to them that I do construction and I go to church, and he told me to get my documents and go to Portmore and try to clear my name, Gray shared. At that time, I stopped working completely because I was shocked. I called up another police officer from Clarendon and I explained to him, and he said he would call and check. He got the same thing. I decided I have to go in with a justice of the peace or a pastor. I know a policeman who goes for wanted men and does special operation raids. He said I have to turn myself in like the next day because situations like this that are serious and I have to clear my name, Gray related. He said that the following day, Thursday, May 29th, a pastor picked him up and took him to a police station in Mandeville. He was accompanied by his father. He said the police told him that they had no clue that he was referring what he was referring to, but said they would make some calls. So the police are having no books. Police stations are not coordinated. Because if he's wanted in Portmore, he should be wanted in Manchester. It shows you the lack of technology where you hear them boast every day and talk about them have this technology. People may tell you the empty carcass this party is about, you know. PR stunt and bragging people and lies and them spend the most money. Where the money there? Mandeville don't know nothing about it, but he wanted a Portmore and upon the internet as a wanted person. And Mandeville don't know about it. Can't make that up. Gray told the Observer that when the police returned to him, Gray told the Observer that when the police returned to him, they explained that police in Portmore had called and said he should be placed in custody until the Portmore police came to pick him up. He said he was taken to a holding area and cops sent his father to buy white t-shirt, underpants, toothbrush, toothpaste, and body wash for him. The police sent that, you know. So the police are prepared the young man for God jail. Breaking him down right there, people. Humiliation. What they want to do is you them to fear them. They searched me and made me take off my clothes. I had to bend down and cough 3 times. You know, when they bend down and spread their legs and cough. You know the humiliation. Remember him bringing himself, you know. And the drugs them I look for him. Him have no drugs, you know. Remember the drugs them want a gun crime for dirty man in a Portmore. And him giving himself. Why would he bring anything in there? But anyway, them take precaution. Them said the guy said they searched me and made me take off my clothes. I had to bend down and cough 3 times. People should be cleared from the police station, you know. From the walking in the police station, he's not supposed to go nowhere else. That police station is supposed to clear him. That's why I tell you the police stations are not coordinated. Chaka people, big book can't link. You can't link big book to big book. So when the boy talk about them have technology, lie them I tell people. Pure lie. This a PR stuff, stunt government and pure lies, man. Sell a bullshit. They searched me and made me take off my clothes. I had to bend down and cough 3 times. They did that to see if I was hiding anything. I was there in a cell from about 9:30 a.m. and I was there until about 4 o'clock when some CIB officers came to transport me to Portmore. They uncuffed me and put my shirt over my head. That's a department I understand. Put him shirt over my head. I went into the vehicle and they started to threaten me, he said. They were saying I shouldn't turn myself in and I should have made them come for me. So right there, so it assumes me said the police don't want to take you no youth, no rehabilitation, a murder. I just murder, they want to murder the youths them. I am not a wanted man, so that's why I turned in myself to clear my name. They said when they go to Portmore, they are going to put me in a cell with murderers. They were there talking and talking until I reached Portmore, and they carried me into a next holding area, and they did the same procedure again, which they did in Mandeville, Gray said. What do you mean by the same procedure again, which they did in Mandeville? They strip search him again. They strip search him again. Like my brother said, it's a sexual violation. They should have cleared from the first police station. You understand me? You're innocent. Eh? So it look like they want to say batty. So you got to Portmore again, you have to show him batty. Right? Man wants to see cheeks. So you got to Portmore again, he already spreading cheeks at Mandeville. You're in a police lockup, you're safe, you're clean. They hand you arm to a next police. That means you never go nowhere. You're from police to police, right? You got to Portmore again, police want to say batty. Make you drop your pants, spread the cheeks again. What a humiliation, man. Torture and degraded treatment. He told the Observer that when they placed him in the cell in Portmore, he did not see the light of day until about 5 p.m. the following day. Innocent man was turning himself, you know. Police can't clear him. Because they're not in that. I kill them really want to kill him. They don't want to clear the youth. Let's read. They came for me and they put a shirt over my head again. So they put a shirt over my head again, people. What's up with that? What's up with that? Are some Middle Eastern kind of... what is this, people? Are some terrorist thing this? I mean, understand. What is the putting the shirt over the brother head? The innocent man at that. Twice now. They came from me and they put a shirt over my head again. And they carried me into an office. A policeman asked me to explain what happened. And I explained. Right there and then he picked up that it was mistaken identity, Gray said. So the police pick it up right then. You should be released right there. If right there and then the police realize that it's a mistaken identity, why him not let it go right away? Let's continue. He also said that the breakfast they provided for him comprised one dumpling and a small amount of tea. The lunch he claimed was filled with ants. As a result, he did not eat the food. The policeman said it was not his concern and that I must eat it if I want it, but I just put it down. I thought that Saturday, which was visiting day, I would be able to see my parents and talk to them. The food my parents carried, they just pushed it through a hole in the grill, he said. Thursday, May 29, from me go, me no be it Friday, me no be it Saturday, me think the clothes would come. My parents sent the clothes and they didn't give me, only just water and toothpaste that my mother sent, plus juice, food, and body wash. Saturday, Sunday, the same procedure. Him still there now. After the police say him, remember him tell me say the police was what? The police pick up say I'm mistaken in identity, but him still there. Saturday, Sunday, the same procedure. They brought one dumpling and a little tea in the morning. The food they carried at 12 p.m. at 1 p.m. was still filled with ants. 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. was still filled with ants, same way. So every time you get lunch, it's filled with ants. Who are feed the inmates? Who are feed the inmates at Jamaica? Me I bet you not get millions of dollars to feed inmates. Eh? When the ants infested or rat infested, what go on with the food when the inmates get? What is this? Innocent man should be cleared from the moment he turned himself in at the first station, but the show said the station they not connect people. Computer, they connect to computer. Big book can't connect to big book. That's why when they bringing him to Mandeville, them don't know nothing. Never say what is. First, I hear about this, but his name was already out there on the internet. I'm Mandeville police. At first, I hear about this. Yo, him have a good lawsuit. May I tell you? Good lawsuit. Good lawsuit. Saturday, Sunday, the same procedure. They brought one dumpling and little tea in the morning. The food they carried at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. was still filled with ants, same way. They came for me and carried me into an office. My lawyer came on Saturday. Wow. So if the lawyer never come, it is still in there, even though the policeman find out say I'm mistaken in identity. Even though the police find that out, if still there. Even though the police find out say I'm the wrong man not jail, if still there. Can't make this up. Them not in a rehabilitation. I blood them want more than anything. I humiliate the youth, them and mash down the youth, them. Tear down them self-esteem for youth, them afraid of them. That the youth them can rise up against the oppression we are going to Jamaica. I bend the youth them minding. I tell you what I go on. I eat that, you know. My lawyer came on Saturday evening and I explained to him the whole situation. He said he spoke to the policeman and he said it was a mistaken identity. I asked him why I was in there so long. He said I shouldn't be in there so long, but he was working on it. Gray said, it was a traumatic experience because I am a hardworking Christian youth. I am not involved in badness, he told the Observer, adding that proper investigation was not done before his picture was posted on Wanted Wednesday. I agree with you, young man. I know you're some family member of mine. There's not that, and a lot of Gray in Jamaica. Yeah, we are Gray at Clarendon, we are family member, and we are Gray at Trelawny, we are family member same way. So this is dangerous. The youth could have been killed. So how them deal with the youth, them and how them come for them? That's what the journalist was asking Mr. Bunting, but Mr. Bunting wasn't there.
But Senator Bunting, there is a trend with the targeted operations in Jamaica. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, people being carried out of their houses and being murdered. These targeted operations, Senator Bunting, many people would argue that they breach human rights because many of these police don't even have a badge. They are in mask up. These things, Senator Bunting, these are serious breaches of human rights. Can you give a commitment that when you are the next Minister of National Security, you are going to see to it that there are standard procedures that are upheld in the JCF? can you talk to that tonight? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, babies in hands of men and police killing men and babies dropping on ground, Senator Bunting. We are hearing the cases, 160 deaths, Senator Bunting. 95% of those cases are targeted operations, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the mornings. People being killed in their sleep, Senator Bunting. This cannot continue and be business as usual.
Well, certainly I cannot comment on any of those particular cases as I wasn't there.
Bruh.
So now, how that makes a tough the Bunting look. Now that the JCF has said that they are reviewing their own protocol after this young man's arrest. So the JCF I realize them so them do something wrong. And then here we up on the platform about out about the wrongs, the ills for the longest. But this brother say never did it. Me never did it either, brother. No, we not did it. But we know wrong when we see it and we hear it. But you who shall oppose them thing, what you do? You go along with the government with this. Too much friend and wrap up in a bed with the opposition and go on here, so. Too much agreeing with everything the opposition do. Tell me one thing where such man agree with the opposition on. Tell me, people. Tell me one thing where you see such man agree with the opposition pan. That's why I use them so I'm a wipe on a foot pound like a foot mat. That's why I'm not done with them yet. Because you're not saps, you're not idiot, you not agree with every goddamn thing. Tell me one thing where such man agree with Uno on. One thing, that's one. We can count numerous things Uno agree with. Numerous. Tell me one goddamn thing. What the party? Tell me one thing where the party agree with Uno. The party, the prime minister, anybody in the JLP. Tell me one thing where the party agree with Uno on. My brother, Wagwan, good afternoon.
Yes, such a flimsy approach that Peter Bunting has taken towards human life. It seems as if their lives are different from us, the average citizen.
Talk, man. Talk up the things.
Yes, because the man has no respect, no consideration, no sensitivity towards human beings. He's a tough guy, you know. For him to make such a callous statement as an educated man, opposition spokesperson on national security, former minister of national security also. But he has a bad background because he signed certificates of immunity for 3 policemen who went to Keith Clark's house and executed him.
Jaja, look
so
on that.
That's the reputation he brings to the table. And the letters were post-dated, whatever.
Yes.
Right? It was after the fact.
Backdate.
Many years after, before he signed an immunity certificate for the 3 JDF members. Right? So when it went to the court said, no, these are not good. Throw them away. So why you have a man with such antecedent? Why would you put him up as Minister of National Security again? He should never occupy that position again. That you notice the police made the apology and not giving any details why they illegally gain entry into the database of passport office, right? PICA.
You're right.
Passport, immigration, and citizen.
Look, all right, now, talking about Bunting now, how this make Bunting look? Now, the police them find out them wrong. I said them going to review them protocol. So Bunting now left hanging on a limb who agree with the protocol. How it make him look when him should have see say they need for review from long time? Look how it make him look, my brother. Look at it, good. Him sit down there, remember I come out and say I agree with them, you know. And now them fumble the ball and I say, boy, they find themselves wrong and them a review protocol. Whether him should have asked for a review of the protocol as an opposition.
He doesn't care about that. He's so much interested in going into power that he has no regard for anybody else except himself.
You know, it is very disappointing, you know, when people are looking to the opposition to get a helping hand from this corrupt and uncaring government. And then you have the opposition doing the same thing. It's a big embarrassment. It's a failure.
Him should have make a statement for that big old fumbler. Whoever make the statement. The PNP should have make a statement and based on what's going on right now with Mr. Gray, right or so. Who is going to make that statement? Tell me.
Carlos, the court gave the police a warrant to go and search for this man's name at the passport office?
That more happy though.
Police can just, in a clandestine manner, gain entry to Pika's records. But they did it with Margolin. You forgot that Vaz did it with Margolin. And he was able to say how Margolin traveled.
Yes. You know, you hear people? You hear that? So that's a major violation there.
Eh? I remember when Margolin said, out of everybody else, can you imagine Darrell Vaz having access to our travel records? And even Bunting came out and said the same thing. So he cares about the travel records of the opposition leader, but not for the lives of Jamaicans who are being slaughtered by the police.
Me don't like to see what Bunting have to say about this. Me don't like me say that's a problem with the man, bro. You know, me this is a problem. That's a problem with Bunting. Can not come out. No come on, no matter what the public page a quarrel.
Bunting is an illegitimate opposition spokesperson on national security. The court declared, right, his certificates of immunity as of unconstitutional and is of no effect. In other words, they were fraudulent.
All right, the same violation.
The man backdated the certificates to, you know, make it look like a lot. At the time he signed it, he was out of office. You're not remembering what went on, Carlos. The PNP lost government and he signed it while he was in opposition, pretending to be minister of government at the time. You don't understand what went on?
Yeah, I read it.
Yes. So this man has no credibility whatsoever to become Minister of National Security, and that is why he displayed such insensitivity towards the plight of the people.
But him can't talk back to them and I can't throw that in their face. So at that go on. Compromise.
Right? The court, he knew what he was doing was wrong when he was protecting the soldiers from prosecution. So you see, there's a judge now, you know, had to step in and say, no, those are garbage. Can you imagine if we had judges like Peter Bunting? What would that mean in this country?
But, eh? The man put himself in a position, I say, sir, because the man come out and in support of the best police, and this one should have done a long time, and blah, blah.
Very irresponsible, Carlos. He was very irresponsible.
And look now, the police must say what they do is wrong. They have to go review them protocol. Where that leave Mr. Bunting?
Look here. Wanted Wednesday was not properly conceptualized, you know, because Dennis Brooks is not a trained police. And he was the one who set up Wanted Wednesdays and attached musical tones to particular individuals' pictures. So he was making a mockery of the people's pictures who he posted. And he used his social media and like all of the posts.
And they behind
Yes, he's not Stephanie Lindsay. It's Dennis Brooks himself. He's responsible for that. So it's from one, look here, but he was not trained as a police and he was parachuted into officer rank. And you see the destruction that comes forward because there is a price to pay for corruption. Can you imagine that young man could have had an heart attack too? Because when they told him that they're going to bring him amongst dangerous criminals in Portmore, can you imagine how the guy said he didn't see the day of light until way down in the evening the next day after?
Strip search a man twice. Can you imagine? Unnecessarily. Strip search a man twice.
Even the personal items that the police instructed his parents to procure, not even that he got.
Think about that.
This must be a $200 million lawsuit, Carlos.
This was
less than 200 million.
That one I must echo, Mr. Gray. We have a last name, brother. We have a namesake. Mr. Gray, that one I must echo. Your liar, that one I must echo. If you need to get other liars, put with it because one.
I hope he tells the truth. I hope he tells all the story, because if you don't mind sharp, Carlos, that guy was beaten in the cell too, because as a newcomer going into custody around those dangerous criminals, more than likely he probably get 2 bucks and 2 kick or 2 slap in his stomach.
Well, me don't know because the first time I hear him give it,
he needs to come and declare everything. Don't hold back on nothing at all.
Because all right, a while ago me I talked to my brethren producer Wayne. I tell Wayne say about this new stuff me I hear upon the youth, so them strip search him and all that. Wayne said we never hear that. Because we never hear that because the first tour him give when him talk, I'm play for you, so he never talk about the strip search, So like we are said
exactly. He's not giving the full story because I realize each interview he does, more of the facts are coming out.
Yes, that's why we are doing this video. Because we get more.
You made a solid point to your credit, Carlos. You said that the first station he went to should have been able to clear them there instead of put him through the pressure and agony of traveling to Portmore for more problems.
Yes. Because he's on the internet. He's on the internet. So the first station is supposed to clear him. So when these guys bragging about technology and we're smart and this, lie, people, lie. See the lie right there? Lie.
They put him under. Because when the Portmore police came now, they started to threaten him.
So what you're telling me now? Say a wanted man can walk right past the Mandeville police and they don't know say wanted in Portmore? I don't tell me, A wanted man can walk past the Mandeville police who is wanted in Portmore and they don't know him. Because he went up in there and they have nothing of him, but his name is already on the internet and the police don't know. They should have cleared him in Mandeville.
Let me tell you something. This guy's life will never be the same.
No.
His images permanently plastered all over the internet. Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, Instagram, and all of the others. Even X, formerly Twitter. It's all over.
Mr. Gray, make it count, Mr. Gray. You and your father don't have to do construction no more, Mr. Gray. A taxpayers' money I get on them boy. Make it count.
And when the police apologize, as I said, why they never say, listen, we were wrong to obtain his photo through the passport office.
That's another part.
Because they should never have access to that. Unless they satisfy the court that, listen, under these circumstances, we need the assistance of the passport office, right? And the police should go and do their own investigation too. They don't have to be reliant on the passports office. Because you have one name, several persons having the same name.
Yep. So what innocent you did like that? You just get a name and got me yard.
It seems as if they didn't even take this picture to the prospective witnesses in the ongoing case that they say they have. Because if they had passed around this man's picture to the relevant witnesses, then they would have cleared him right away and said, no, this is not the man.
Yeah, then I say another man that. So police now do due diligence.
Exactly.
See, you make a good point, right? You make a good point right there, my brother. You say, if the police are taking this video, this picture, to the people who witness, they would say, no, under the man that, so the police said, no, do the work, just kill them and go kill. It look like. Let's go. See picture here? Let's go. Go get him. People, can you imagine how much innocent people they kill, my brother? Like this? That's why we need, if we need to go to the judge, hold on there. You see, if they have a warrant and I got the judge, no for them thing I would not mean, because we have a good reason to get a warrant going to the judge. As police, we just make up something on the head and believe the youth. Continue, my brother. That's all right.
That is what I'm saying. And nobody not they fight. Are they going to fire the policemen who threatened to that that they should have come for him instead of him volunteering to surrender? They would have killed him. That's what they were implying. Have they fired those policemen as yet? No.
No. But they used to get suspended. Have they
fired Dennis Brooks, who is responsible for Wanted Wednesday? No.
He will never get reprimand. Him?
Anybody who went to passport office without a warrant, and collected the man's personal specimen, stroke data, whatever. None of those persons going to get into any problem for breaching protocols. So the police themselves are involved in illegality and corruption, breed corruption, because Dennis Brooks is not a trained police. He went and created all that mess.
So police have made a lawbreaker themselves. Think about that. You don't have the warrants for your kind of passport office. People, them think they will require a warrant, people. You say, country now run good.
Of course.
I kill him and I want to kill him.
Persons could be affected similarly, right? We should be saying Wanted Wednesday shouldn't have a database of passport office, because innocent people could pictures could go on online.
This are you to lucky?
It's the same pattern. The police is allowing to themselves. They're not going to any court. When they execute these men, they're not going to the judge either. So now they want pictures of so-called wanted men. They're going to get the pictures themselves from passport office. So at all times, they are breaching the normal procedure, Carlos. They are taking shortcut constantly. And see the damage here. Because this kind of damage is irreparable, So, my friend, when it starts bad, it all will end it up badly also.
Jesus. Hey? When it starts bad, it will end up bad.
Yes.
It's like when I build a house and the foundation not right. Not right. When it starts bad.
We should never accept that apology. The police should come and tell the public if they're going to illegally access people's data from passport office. That should have been in the statement they gave.
The man don't need no warrant for nothing, man. The man allow to their own, man. Come in your house without warrant.
Exactly.
Murder you in your house.
Exactly.
Push out mama out that door. Lock out mama. And talk about man in the house and shoot off at them. My brother, if you're police, you see, and enter my house and I shoot off at you, you would have closed the door with you and me in it. And you leave the door locked. Lock the door with you and also man I shoot off at you. That makes sense?
No.
And you dead.
This young man is traumatized for the rest of his life. And his parents too. Just imagine what his mother and father going through.
Sister, brother, all of them.
Child,
auntie, cousin, niece.
Child and a baby mother, that's another a set of people who would have been pressured. Under serious
the youth of Christian.
Serious consideration.
The bad man. The police them effed up this one big time, man. This a youth, yeah. You don't need to go for no small amount of money. Me, your brother said $50 million. Brother, you have to go harder.
No, man, at least $200 million, man.
You have to go harder, man.
Remember, the man spent 5 days and 5 nights in custody, my brother. He could have lost his life.
When the first...
much sharp instruments in a prison where... Trust me, I want this guy to come out and say the truth, because when he went around those dangerous criminals and they found out that he was going there for the first time, did they baptize him? Did they puff his chest? Did they box him? You need to come and talk out, because he's talking in pieces.
Yes. And I lie. Because to them, drop some more piece. That's how different video from me played the other day. Because now I'm start telling say them strip searching. The last video.
First of all, those criminals going to say, listen, you come into jail for the first time, you have to go through a procedure.
But then the police and they already threatened him for the way and I said, I put him in a cell with bad man and Ray. So you're right,
exactly. Exactly. And the reason why the police said that is because they know that he would get beaten when he goes inside there.
Wow. And the police themselves turn on the beating, set on the man for beat you, Just like that,
Of course, but the police are the ones who run the jail cells. Anything they said, the bad guys carry it out.
Wow.
But Peter Bunting doesn't care about these things, man. Their lives are different from the average citizen, you know?
I say, oh, him look right now because stuff like this, he's almost even loud opposition for the opposition of people. Something like this, people. Opposition should jump on you and tap it on their neck. People, you know, I hear it from the man. So now the JCF, when just support, see, we just play with you, play for you, and probably the meme support them and Ray. Now the JCF said them and review them protocol. Now, where that left Mr. Bunting, who was supporting the protocol. And that me I talk about. The current protocol they must support. Now they must say, no, we are stepping from the current protocol, we are review it. Where that left Mr. Bunting? What do you have to say about this? We don't have nobody that stand up for the youth. Them is supposed to have opposition attack.
Wanted Wednesday is no good platform. Even persons who are involved in civil matters, they put it up as criminal matters. If people are doing business, Carlos, and a contract is in motion, and breaches of the contract take place, they need to sue in civil court. They're putting up businessmen picture on it.
No, that's
saying
people.
they want it for fraudulent conversion and all of that.
No.
It's wrong.
No.
If somebody procures the services of another person and the person start and didn't finish the project, they put up their pictures and they can say it's fraud.
I see no black do, man. I see no black do that. I see no black do.
So there's something fundamentally wrong about Wanted Wednesdays. They are destroying many professionals, Carlos. I saw one man on it, you know, who is a travel agent. He provided services for almost 98 out of 100 persons, and 2 persons' transactions were not successful. They put the guy picture on Wanted Wednesday. How could you do that when the person didn't plan to deprive the people of their money permanently?
No, man, that's not right.
They should use their senses to know that if so many persons would have gotten through the services of the man as a travel agent, it means that it wasn't fraud. So the other 2 persons know who it didn't go through successfully. Is either they allow the man to make a payment plan or they take the matter to civil court. Wanted Wednesday put up the man's picture and mess up his entire career, professional person.
Oh my God.
So that is what Dennis Brooks is doing. Because he's not a real police. That is why he's making those serious blunders. You can't mix up criminal matter with civil matter. If somebody give a person money and they don't carry out the transaction and they start to refund, or they have provided part of the services and didn't complete it, it's civil proceedings, Carlos. Dennis Brooks, Wanted Wednesday, is putting up professionals' pictures on their platform.
Wow.
So the entire Wanted Wednesday should be scrapped or properly reviewed, because they cannot be putting civil proceedings on Wanted Wednesday.
I agree. You know, so I agree with you.
It's crazy. There are so many reasons why transactions are not successful. Prices could go up. You could call back the customer to renegotiate, and the customer said, no, we're not into that. So they still would have to give time to be refunded, right? A customer goes to the station now, Wanted Wednesday, put up the accused picture immediately and mess up the person's career. That's not how it goes. But because Dennis Brooks is not a police, so it's causing a whole lot of problem for Wanted Wednesday. Remember, you know, Andrew Willis is the man who parachuted the man into that position, you know.
Yes.
Senior superintendent at Constabulary Communication Network, you know. Overriding Stephanie Lindsay, who is a police and more experienced. Dennis Brooks is not a police. But because of politics, he goes there and he's in full control. People have been complaining about Wanted Wednesdays for a while now, you know, Carlos. It's not only now. Businessmen have been complaining.
So why nobody take it to court?
Well, that's what I heard some lawyers saying. Why this thing not being challenged? Because once the picture goes up, you know, it's done, that person done forever, you know, Carlos. You know that that picture can even trigger Interpol, you know.
So when this man, so let me ask you a question. You think the JCF would have hired this brother here if he decided to turn a police based on what they do to him?
No, they wouldn't hire him.
Yes, you want to be understand as people. Would the JCF hire this man who's at them see one mess up in background like that? And now, because if you have to put on the farm, if he ever been arrested, you know, he can't lie upon that, you know.
Arrest record is serious thing anywhere in the world, Carlos. Serious thing. Arrest record is
You have to explain. You have to write yes, yes, and then they might ask you to explain that. Every farm you sign, instead of just stick no, you have to write yes and explanation behind that.
Explanation? How can you explain arrest for murder? Nobody know why you're in response to that. You're kicked out of the door straight through.
Why, bad boy? No, sir. He bad. He bad. People, serious, you know. And a broke shop, you know. A murder, you know.
And
I have got
so much. 28 years old, Carlos.
A youngster. I think about 26.
Man, can you imagine how traumatized the young man is who doesn't know nothing about contact with law enforcement or contact with criminals in jail cells? Can you imagine how different he was? That is why I'm saying he needs to come out and speak the truth if anybody beat him in the jail at all.
The man say my church man, brother, church and construction with
because him going in there, they would figure out immediately, you know, that this man is a novice.
Yeah, they probably beat him, we don't know. And then him probably, we don't know, because enough man don't want to talk certain things, you know, because we don't know how we get out.
People, yeah, they don't want to talk. What happened to them? But guess what? The truth is coming out in pieces, you know, Carlos.
Just like the strip search piece.
Coming out.
The threats and the strip search, we never know, and the Mandeville police station where did not clear him. We never knew about that. The first police station should have cleared him. People, it's true you say
exactly
the money when them say they must spend that police force.
No need for the man to sustain such agony and pressure.
No.
And many nights in custody.
Because all they have to do is send a picture from Portmore, say them this is the wanted man. And the police in that man will look here. I thought we have technology. What is this? Eh? I thought we have technology. Send me a picture from Portmore. Which man doesn't say wanted? Send me name, send me a picture. Look what him I know how different youth is. He could have gone home long time, you know. What the police have done?
The police bundled because they were doing a lot of illegal things. They bundled when they put Dennis Brooks there and let him administer Wanted Wednesday. Secondly, they bundled when they went and extract the man's personal data illegally from the passport office. They blunder again when the first point of contact at the police station that was unable to clear the man. More blunder. Even when they found out that is a case of mistaken identity, they still had the young man there in custody.
Till him lawyer come. Think about that. Police find outside the wrong man they got. The man still go back in. What kind of? Nah, man. They don't want. No, sir. Like a blood they want. They're not police in this. What is this, my brother? What is here? Even the police find outside the wrong man and got the man go back in a jail. People. The police find outside the wrong man in a Portmore. The man still go back in a court.
It's illegality the police going on with. I told you businessmen and professionals, right? Like professional, like you have people in construction or equipment and whatever. And they provide the customers with half of the service, and the customers should wait on the other half. Disgruntled customers go there and make complaint and put up businessmen picture on Wanted Wednesday. What kind of policing is going on at Wanted Wednesday?
The man will break the law.
It's supposed to be civil matter, you know. Unless you try to permanently deprive the person of their money or their assets. Other than that, it's a civil matter.
The bad man.
A lot of professionals picture gone up there.
My virgin called me from Canada and tell me, say, him have a virgin from Canada who went to Jamaica last week, Saturday. Him send me pictures, he send me video. And him say, the virgin, I never can put it up on me there. So him say, the virgin, them yard, and police come through him window in him house, you know. No knock, not at all, you know. When they look at police in them house, span him, you know. Ask him question, you know. Where him this, where him that, where him that. Man, I want, remember, foreign, the man I come from in Canada, you know. The man buy him house in a gated community, you know. The man have his car parking in the parking lot. Car them park and police them come up in the man house through the man window. It's a big gun, the man look pan through the window, no knock, not at all, no warrant, not at all. Says I went in to check them at door. So me ask them, so illegal? Is that legal? Police can't just show up in anybody yard and do some spot check in the man house. He said the man have to let them know, and the man is an ex-military in Canada, in the Canadian army. He said man an ex-soldier. He's a Jamaican. Police in the man house, man have to let them know, so where's the warrant? And let them know who him is. And then walk away. No apology. Just jump through the man window. So the police might appear illegality at Jamaica people, they might break the law. No, man. This a youth, yeah, you sleep on the same side when sleep on the night before. Because trust me, if them man are the comfy in me that ear say, they find it with gun and 4 bullets tonight. You that yesterday? Yes. You that yesterday find with gun and 4 bullets.
Oh my. This man has a lot of categories to sue on. Stress, embarrassment, you know, unlawful arrest, false imprisonment. The amount of categories, the amount of items are there to sue under, Carlos.
Enough.
A lot. A lot, man. They put the young man life through hell. Just because you have a man there who is not a professional police.
You see that?
See, people, remember a long time people said, Carlos, what done by the morning can come good at evening, something to that effect.
Yes.
Or you can put a man as SSP who has no police training. It's going to cause more problems, you know, because that sensitive position he holds. So just imagine the other problems apart from Wanted Wednesday. Just imagine the amount of problems that are occurring in the constabulary communication network right now with Dennis Brooks there, who is not a trained police.
I will not hear about it. You're right. You're right. Number thing, have to stop, man. This is not right, people. No.
You can't apologize and don't change anything, Carlos. Fundamental changes will have to take place, right?
Yes. Well, me I put a picture, a little clip at the man yard, at the police man come at the man yard. The brother me I talked about a while ago. So them I go to the front. So them I go to my yard. You hear them I bang the door. Then put through man window. I say by man. So by the man to go open the door, it's a police that through window. See about him in Biman and parking lot there. Man live in Canada. Say police in their house.
Yeah.
Me I say if you are not put it. What police
that's the kind of policing, that's the kind of policing Bunting says he is happy about.
What police are doing knapsack people? Look, police have knapsack. What police are doing knapsack people? Police are soldier in the yard, you know. Look for the one I saw. You have knapsack. Where am I do knapsack? Where am I be night? Where am I look for? Where am I knapsack for? Knapsack in a locker room.
Must be fundamental checks and balances in law enforcement, right? Because if they had gone through the proper channel, this man's personal information, it would have been done properly. It would never occur with this problem. Because the judge would remember, before the judge signs a warrant, the judge has to be convinced, So they would have to bring certain information to the judge.
So because they want to break the law, them side swap, them go around the judge.
And just call them friend a passport office.
You see that, people?
And go in and access the database. And see the problem now, the conundrum that it caused.
Big embarrassment, Big embarrassment, And
Pika, the head of Pika must be fired too.
I agree with you on that. Some head must roll. Don't just come tell me apologize and ray. No, head must roll for this. Head must roll. Or Pika give out them information without a judge's order.
They did it to the leader of the opposition. So who are us, Carlos? I remember, when they did it, is Darrell Vaz himself came out and published Mark Golding's travel history and how he traveled and what method he used to travel, What position he traveled under, whether he traveled as a UK citizen or a Jamaican citizen. Vaz came out and published everything, and Bunting came out and here and said, can you imagine a man like Vaz having access to travel history?
Think about that. Think about that, people. Think about that. Because who you think control immigration? Chang is over all of that, Chang control. Look who control immigration. Eh?
Yeah, it's Chang control it.
Look what the problem with people. You are going, Lord God.
Tell you, criminality breeds criminality, There is no end to those people's story, because they will never walk the straight line in life. You can't, but I have heard you bloggers said it frequently, that Chang should never be Minister of National Security with that kind of background that WikiLeaks publish.
No.
And you see the mess that is going on, extrajudicial killings, extraction of people's data unlawfully.
I forgot to over my thumbnail because I need to put him in it. We need to put him up front and center because I'm over it. See it? You see that? You see what I'm going on? You see it? So how they could I get this image of the youth?
Well, I'm sorry for this young man because you can see that he doesn't even live any life as yet. And with that kind of background they have created for him, my God.
Right.
Just a trauma alone can stop him from progressing life, You don't background check is a different thing, Just a trauma of this experience can set him back. So just imagine when he is doing things of relevance and they're going to do background check for him. Carlos, will he pass those background check?
Jaja.
Certain authorities don't care how your name reach on the list, They don't go on, that your name went on the list. They don't care about anything else. Just give you a reason.
Because look right now in America how ICE is now. Suppose he want to come up here, so what I look for him?
He couldn't go.
Eh? The man say, no, then clear me the wrong man, them they want another youth and boy, I have to explain. What?
They don't want to hear that, my brother. They're going to tell us say you have to go back to your country to get relevant information. And then again, he has an arrest record. Remember, it's not only conviction, them are people, those places sanction you for, His arrest record is enough, to bring you down.
An answer to why you get arrested for. Jesus.
And what is it that he was arrested for, Carlos?
Murder suspect.
What was it? All right.
Suspect.
That's a more serious crime.
Murder suspect. People, you hear that? You hear that, people? Boy, nice up in paperwork, man. Nice him up for life, man. Nice him up for life,
That is what I'm saying. If it was done properly, this young man wouldn't have been a victim, Carlos. You see, when you go around and breach the judiciary, you see the consequences, Carlos.
And look at
that's the same thing with Androllness going around the IC, and it's going to cause a lot of problems, I bet it backfire on him.
Yes, man. Like this one backfire right now on the JCF because you know why?
Yes.
Look on all the name they when they put out. Right? Look on it good. And I know all the name they get off a passport from the passport office, right? And all the pictures they get from passport office. Why this specific one is from the passport office? Look when it hurt. It hurt different, you know. This a damage different, you know, from the passport.
And when they have him in custody, they publish his picture again to say in custody. They put it in the picture that they have for him.
Hold on there. They do that?
Yes.
You see that, people?
They put him up again and say in custody.
Wow.
So his pictures were placed more than once on many platforms.
Wow. They push him out, man. They push him out, man. They really push him out.
Boy, I'm telling you, there's a price to pay for corruption, you know. And as a people, if we are not aware how dangerous it is to have a police force who is operating like this, avoiding due process, and they were instructed by the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security to act in this unlawful way.
This serious, you know, people. People, I want you to know that this serious, you know. This I want serious, you know.
Just imagine the other things that are going on badly, Carlos, that are not made public as yet.
Yes, nothing's on surface yet. Jesus. People here,
look here. Remember, you know, that the same man who is running Wanted Wednesday is the same man leaking police information to Nationwide News Network before it even got through the proper protocol. The man feeding the news station, you know, with information, sensitive information, you know. They can tell you who the police going to arrest or whatever, you know. Long before it reaches in the public domain. So some of the things that some of the intelligent matters in law enforcement that Nationwide was breaking, it's coming from the same man.
It's a long time I do some garbage like this.
Yes.
You hear that, people?
People have been complaining about him, that how the news station get that information, right? And they identify him as the man who is giving the information to the station.
You hear that, people? Jamaica the nights again. Because this youth right there on the screen, that he could have dropped out, you know, people. Me say, me feel say, if they see one more night, then go and film, because people blood they want, you know. How blood they want, man? How blood they want? And me understand, me a question about the, what the man take out the youth, the man take out the organ out of the man and them thing there. Because me a looking.
Yes, and Carlos, you see, this incident that happened to him is fresh, you know, so he has to stay in some more, you know, until he thinks his story reach the entire country, because look at his picture was running for many days and Mandeville police said they didn't know about it. So even though that the police is apologizing to him, many police and stations wouldn't hear about it as yet.
Think about that, yes? If you stay home.
So he has to stay home for a while.
Yep. But think about it. You wanted in a Portmore, you're going to give up yourself and Mandeville. Mandeville police don't know about it. But yet they're on the internet for days. Think about it, people. Yes. When they brag about technology and how much money them spend and the forces and this tech and is people ever hear them boy brag about the force yet? You hear them money brag about the force, people can brag about the force and
he must sue the police for obtaining his personal data without consent, without a warrant, all those things. Look, here is a whole heap of areas they have to cover in this lawsuit, you know.
Many violations. That I tell you.
Yes, man. Yes.
Many violations, people.
Imagine you go to passport office and have your personal information, and a corrupt police can just make a call or go check a friend and get the information and your picture, Carlos. You don't see how corrupt Jamaica is right now.
At this, so we are telling him long time to get a warrant. He said, if you get a warrant, this will never happen.
No, it would not.
And then you get a warrant.
Would have requested certain information.
This would have never happened.
Authenticate.
Breaking the law, backfire upon them people. The police breaking the law, the JCF, backfire upon them right so big time. Backfire upon them is not only the wrong man they got, but then go at the passport office and get the man information. Me I tell you, say this I wanna blow up on them people. You don't believe me?
Yes. So he needs to use a good lawyer now, because the one I see them using, he doesn't know A from B in my view. So the family would have to get a proper lawyer now to deal with this matter, you know?
Yeah, man. Get a serious lawyer. Get top lawyer, man. Go for top lawyer, win case, man.
Yes.
Who, if it was you, who would you go for as a lawyer? Who would you use?
Well, Isaac is good and John Clark, and you know, you have a few other persons who will take up the case and don't pressure him for a lot of monies up front, because you have to. Most of the good lawyers may want money up front too, you know. So you have to have a discussion with somebody who is reasonable and understand the situation that he encountered, you know.
But about the lawyer, them also said this is a win-win-win. This is peer money, ching. They might reach out to him because it's a win, you know. This is a win, you know.
Yes, because the one he currently has and speaking on his behalf is a waste of time. First of all, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even look like he knows about money. He doesn't know the rudiments of the law, because he should have come out more strongly than that, Carlos. He came out weak.
True. And you know what? Look at that. So I say, get a ISAT or some lawyer when I get no buyout by no politician. Lawyer Jamaica, politician will buy them out. Me, I tell you right now, politician will buy them out. Next year, you say your case now gonna away, settle for this man, and that me can get. And the best me do for you. Yeah, man. You see me, I say? Then the liar get all of the money behind the scene, and you go get twos and fews. I believe if you get a liar who is credible, who will go up against the government without fear.
Yes, man. And look here, changes has to be made, Carlos. Changes have to be made to JCF Wanted Wednesday. They can't just come and apologize like that without any restructuring.
Not only that, we want warrant too. What about that? Search warrants.
Yes. Yes.
Search warrants.
Yes, man.
Change it up, man. Police don't say we support you in the police. But they behind have support you, man. Just get the search warrant and the body cam and do the thing right now, man. We want to support you. But we cannot support how now go about and murder the people. This is not policing, this is murder.
I tell you, they are a rogue set of policemen. Businessmen doing legitimate businesses with their customers and falling out, go on, right? And then you put the people picture on Wanted Wednesday without understanding civil matter and criminal matter. Untrained police operating the thing. That is why you're having these crazy things happening.
Man just put on the police clothes. Such man just point to a man and say, go hold that. And promote a man to khaki clothes. Can you imagine a man come off a radio and them in a khaki clothes and never get the police training? People, I saw Jamaica running. People, can you imagine a man come from a radio and end up in a uniform for radio people to khaki clothes? If you don't understand, never play for them. Never play for them. Look at us.
Senior Superintendent Police.
Look at these people.
We're in strange times in Jamaica. We're living in strange times. Strange times because interesting behavior is rewarded. So, for example, if you're a police officer and you have ambition and you want to turn a senior superintendent of police, you think those who out there are face down bad man, the dog-hearted gunman, them and criminal, they would be rewarded with promotion. You think it's those who are investigating crime, putting tight cases together and putting criminals behind bars would be rewarded. But it seems the fastest way to turn SSP is to work with a friendly media host for a few years, get transferred to the JCF, and you're catapulted from district constable to senior superintendent in a couple of years.
Look at that.
You should have added on something else, Carlos.
Where we left off?
Recruited by a media house.
Yeah.
whose requirement have to girl.
You can't make that up, people. Man not trained, people. Man not police. So you say this man is responsible for Wanted Wednesday.
Yes.
So hold on there.
If you were Stephanie Lindsay, you wouldn't have had this blunder. Because Stephanie Lindsay is a trained police, an experienced police.
Oh.
Yes. No, and I remember it's when Dennis Brooks went there, he initiated the program. Now you see where the program gone to now? Passport office to extract personal data without a warrant.
So let me ask you a question. What kind of work
This man is operating as a law unto himself, you know.
What kind of work him do? Because me notice like in the on TV every day. You know the on TV every day. See away.
Alright, he's in model, you know. He's a model.
He's a model?
He goes to the gym daily. Yes, he's a model too. He's a male model.
People now hear that
Long time. Yeah, he has been a male model for many years.
model or stripper. Model in my model.
Everything in one. Stripper, model, everything in one.
Even what is scary here, brother? How you tell me?
It's serious. It's not a joke.
Me about the modeling thing one right time, but we never know.
Yes. Yes, he's a model. Yeah, he's a model. Yeah, you know, a model are open-minded people, right? Yeah.
So, and in the on TV, right?
No, he was recruited at the station. He was recruited at that particular radio station. You understand? And then now that same head of the radio station now put him in different areas to work, introduce him to all sorts of people.
Yo, you see the station it come from, people?
Yes.
Is the station it come from? Hi! But my model.
He's a model. No, there's no. We're not making up any story. He's a model.
So hold on there. So every day in the TV, same way, not true? Come here, wonder
He used to enter competition like pulse competition and those things. He used to enter competition too.
So every day, God, Jim go get the body buff and tone up.
Every day he goes to the gym.
Yeah.
I'm not telling fuck, you know. It's advertising he's doing for people who make clothes. Yep.
So in big up a Bernard Lodge, you know, people go tear down people in my house, you know. You never know. I in big up a Bernard Lodge, people.
Yeah, says criminals they're removing, yeah.
I in big up a Bernard Lodge. Yeah.
Here. That is to show you how dangerous the man is, because if you're going to do eviction, you would need court orders before you can go and evict people. So it's pure illegality Dennis Brooks is involved in. I remember when you went to Bernard Lodge, he even gave me the interview.
Yes, I remember, because I'm me do the video then.
If he had any sense in law enforcement or law, he would have known that you can't go and lick down places like that without court orders.
Yep. Yeah, man. Me have the video there. Me still have video in a missing thing, man. Him over there give media report, man. Yeah. In them glasses.
So are they going to keep Dennis Brooks there as SSP and head of communication, constabulary communication network and operating JCF Wanted Wednesday?
Man on the police, bro. Man, first thing he said was a DC. People, a man move from DC to khaki clothes. Just like that.
And experienced and educated policemen can't get that rank.
Eh? Think about how much police in the people. We're going at the gutter. We're going to shot whistle for them. Eh? Police can't get no khaki clothes. This is brother at the radio station. And the next thing you know, say, him get position. Because such man decides, say, he going to bless them. And the next one at the radio station, him a senator. You can't make that up. You can't make it up.
It's the same kind of man too. The senator is the same kind of man, you know.
Same kind of people, them.
Same kind of people, yes. Yes, the senator is the same kind of people from over there. They fulfill a certain requirement.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, qualification is tail. Whoa! Yes, it's one of them.
What you say? Yeah, one of their qualifications is that they have to be a rear admiral.
Rear admiral. You see, people, both men were pulled up by the labor rights. You see, and man, I talk about other man at the PNP. Look here, man. Nobody never signed the SAMO agreement in the PNP, so to stop it. Okay? That's all I have to say.
They're all over, man. From that radio station, they're all over. You are one of those men at Ministry of Energy, Technology, and Transport, you know. You are one of those same men from the radio station. He's over there as communication manager.
Yes.
Then you have another man from the radio station who is like that, who is at JUTC as communication manager also.
When I hear people backside.
Yes, they're all over, man. He pushed them in every aspect. All right. Even the guy who is doing communication for JLP now, right?
Mm.
And he was the moderator out by the urban transport center in urban center in St. Thomas.
Mm.
The moderator on that day is from that camp he's coming from too, from the same camp in the radio station.
Wow. Wow. People not here.
In the JLP, you know.
Why? And what else have a lot of them around him?
That man was a marketing personnel. And he has now penetrated the GLP based upon his link to the owner of Nationwide News Network.
People know you are going, people.
So he has put his men all over in government.
Would they hire me? Because they come from the other side? Why?
Yeah, they wouldn't.
people you are going, such man.
It's corruption, man. Eh? So this young man who was falsely arrested and imprisoned, he is a victim of corruption.
Yeah. Yeah. He caught up with them, the illegality of them been doing without no warrant and all that. And you know how many people they put on Wanted Wednesday when they get pictures from the passport office? And
exactly.
Think about it. How many times? Now they need to go back and check, you know. How many people name them go in a Wanted Wednesday go get out a passport office?
Yes.
So that's a violation to those people too. Even if them get, even if those people are
crucial questions, Carlos.
Eh? Yes, so even if them people are arrested, them still have a case. Am I right or am I wrong?
Of course. They have a case because the data was extracted illegally.
Backside. And they probably just get locked up on us cause that
the things them are going with, you know, Carlos. Huh? The same man here put a businessman name on the Wanted Wednesday, you know, and trigger Interpol for the man in Panama, you know, right? It's a car transaction. The man is a car dealer, right? Something never work out, and the same man put the man on Wanted Wednesday. The man had to come back down, deported from Panama because Interpol was triggered based upon the publications, right?
Wow.
And when the man came to criminal court, the man walked out of court at the same time. Judge run out everybody and said, "Don't waste my time." And the man was deported from Panama. You don't understand the seriousness of what is going on at JCF Wanted Wednesday.
Wow. So a lot of things a lot of violations are going on about them. What you tell me, say, man? I never know them a thing. That's what
stuff going on over there. I told you what they did to a travel agent a few weeks ago. Most of the people got their travel packages and we don't know the reason, but it never happened that two persons out of the list were not satisfied with their packages. And they put the man picture all over and mess up his career. Come on, man. That is civil matter. 98% out of 100% get through, and you put up a man picture for that. That can't be criminal matter. If the man intended to permanently deprive those people of their money, so many persons would not have gotten their travel packages, Carlos.
But that is a lot of soaking. A lot of this is so. A lot of so. Me never know so them thing are going over there. Me never know so them thing are going on Wanted Wednesday. So now we have to pay attention to Wanted Wednesday now. Now spotlight have to go place on it, and it need to be scrapped. If I saw them, I run it, and then it's broke. Exactly. Then we're gonna pull him up. Who? Eh?
A man who is not a trained police running Wanted Wednesday. That's crazy.
Man in a khaki people. Man in a khaki clothes. A man in the police. Oh, yeah. People. Man in a khaki clothes. Man in the police. And the rank such man do you know? When they call Google Gaga and put him in a khaki clothes and call him police commissioner from in the army.
Yeah.
Eh? And whole for police are wait for going in a khaki clothes, you know. Then he take this man from radio station, the same radio station, put him in a khaki clothes. Take the other one, turn senator. No, sir. That the radio station look like an incubator. No, sir. Can't make this up.
But I'm sure that Dennis Brooks will not be able to keep that position whenever government changes. Because the new government would have a reason why he couldn't stay there in that position. Because he would have to be trained and properly gazetted. You can't just parachute a person into SSP like that, man. That must be Magen's force policy. So they would use the error or the unlawful way in which he was catapulted. They would use that same reason to remove him, right?
Yeah. Yep. Rightfully so.
So they have a reason to remove him. So they will remove him when the government changes.
Wow. He's bad enough people.
I'm going to give another call a chance to speak, man, because I'm sure this is a hot topic that everybody wants to speak about.
Brother, blessings, you know, respect every time.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Shameful what one of people in JCF. The JCF should be upholding the law. Get themselves caught up. Because we've been telling them, say, oh, if you get search warrant before you got people yard. Stop got people yard without search warrant. No, they find themselves in a thick doo-doo. No, they have to go pay that youth, yeah. Big old lawsuit. To
a primetime news follow-up now. There are calls for the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF to publicly apologize to the man who was wrongfully featured in its Wanted Wednesday's publication on social media. Raquel Porter has been tracking this story.
Do you realize how serious this is?
While a lawsuit may be hanging over the state, security consultant Robert Finzi-Smith said the lack of response from the Jamaica Constabulary Force is unacceptable.
At the very least, very least, the JCF needs to put out a public apology in all media that they put this photograph on. And if I were his lawyer, I would see what I would consider to be sufficient compensation for what the young man has suffered. But it goes deeper. It means that if I get a picture of somebody somewhere and put on the JCF thing, he can end up being, what is the terminology, unalived. And then people say, oh, so sorry, wrong person.
The JCF eventually removed the image from Instagram on June 10, 2025, minutes after 5 p.m. We are yet to receive a formal response to our queries about the reason for the error. And though the photograph has been removed from the JCF's social media pages, human rights advocate John Clark pointed to the potential long-term impact the error may have on Mr. Gray's life.
You may have a scenario where his image is still on websites belonging to other persons, and more importantly, may still affect him when searches are made online in relation to whether or not he was ever arrested by the police, which will always have to answer yes to in relation to any material that deals with embassies, etc. And important, I don't think many citizens give sufficient credence to the fact that mistakes can be made and that this information will forever be in the public and will forever affect his name.
Meanwhile, attorney at law Alexander Shaw says despite whatever legal action Mr. Gray may take, the harm to his reputation is irreparable.
In 2025, when your image is published, especially because of the manner in which police go about arresting people, and there's this fear of meet the judge or your maker. So I believe all of that has to be taken into consideration. I believe the JCS should at the very least public an apology immediately.
Mr. Shaw and Mr. Clark were both speaking yesterday on Beyond the Headlines with host Dion Jackson Miller.
You hear that, people? So the youth is jacked. And then we have Mr. Bunting now. While the JCF say they're going to review them policy, Mr. Bunting was agreeing with their policy. More have to know where him there right now. You see me I say? You see him look bad for Mr. Bunting. Look for the good people. While him agree with the JCF, right? And I said them I do a good job on Ray. They are saying that them not agree with what them I do. Them are adjust them policy. Something that we've been asking about at this platform. And look, he put Mr. Bunting dead on center. Bullseye.
But Senator Bunting, there is a trend with the targeted operations in Jamaica. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, people being carried out of their houses and being murdered. These targeted operations, Senator Bunting, many people would argue that they breach human rights because many of these police don't even have a badge. They are in mask up. These things, Senator Bunting, these are serious breaches of human rights. Can you give a commitment that when you are the next Minister of National Security, you are going to see to it that there are standard procedures that are upheld in the JCF? Can you talk to that tonight? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, babies in hands of men and police killing men and babies dropping on ground, Senator Bunting. We are hearing the cases, 160 deaths, Senator Bunting. 95% of those cases are targeted operations, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the mornings. People being killed in their sleep, Senator Bunting. This cannot continue and be business as usual.
Well, certainly I can't comment on any of those particular cases as I wasn't there.
Bruh. Mr. Bunting, what do you think about this case right here? Are you willing to come out and criticize this government for pulling this off? Where's the opposition and national security? Based on the position we take right now, you put in a weak position now, Mr. Bunting. I want you to understand. Based on the position you take, boss. Right now, you put in a one position.
As these 24-hour checkpoints really didn't catch anyone. It was just displays of force, in a sense, to try and suggest that they were doing something. Since that wasteful use of resources have stopped, is when we're seeing the police return to the traditional professional form of policing.
Yes.
Using spearfishing methods, using technology, and so on. Increasing the boots on the ground of the JCF versus the JDF, which was the first force that was beefed up in terms of recruiting. And I've always said soldiers cannot replace police officers. They have a different mission, they're trained differently, and we're now starting to see some success from what we've been advocating for the last 10 years.
So for the last 10 years, I want to see this. And that tell me say, the spear fishing method from last 10 years, I want that. So what Mr. Bunting is telling us that he might agree with the party on this. No, all we're going as a people expose the JCF breaking the law. For the longest time, break the law. Them law breaking policing, them cowboy policing. It exposed them, and what it also exposed and ripped the sheet off of is Mr. Bunting, because now the JCF stepped away from Mr. Bunting. Him like all them do stuff right now, but the JCF not like it. Them said them are going to change what? Protocols. This is what the opposition should be calling for a long time. Why we call for that? We and these platforms. Why we ball for that? Change the protocol. How long we ball for that? While we about to change the protocol, Mr. Bunting take a different stand. He stand on the side of spear fishing. You hear him say that, so? Spear fishing out of your bed. Him stand on the side of that method. So there's nothing what him do. Him not see wrong. He come out and burn them. He might come out and tell you what the PNP is gonna do, but he never burn them out. And now the JCF said, no, man, what we are doing is wrong. So we're going to review protocol. So the JCF is going to review protocol. Is Bunting going to review protocol too? So you see how it's leave Mr. Bunting hanging on a limb by himself out there and exposed. Look good, people. The protocol where him join himself to the hip like a conjoined twin. Right? Join himself to the hip with the labor rights and the police commissioner. Agreed with them. No, them have said, them are going to change protocol. So is Mr. Bunting going to change protocol? I'm going to say, no, man, come back to when the day. And me like it right there. Because him like it there, you know. So you see how he leave Mr. Bunting if you not pray when me a prayer. Even in a one bad, in a one good light. He need to come out, come explain something. Me don't know. Because now the position where him hold, don't give him the opportunity to come out and even talk about this we're going with the youth right now. Think about it. When they should have the opposition come out at a press conference and shame the labor right type of policing. Who are ball out for the people them? This require a press conference moment for the youth here. Where the PNP there for come out, come defend the people them? Where is the opposition? In the Ministry of National Security. Talk right now. Can't come out, come talk because I'm already take a position. A moment like this, you know. Me right, a bombshell moment that's a gift, this, for any party in a power, for any opposition party, anybody. For the next time, it's a gift. This is a press conference about out now. See it there? I don't think Mr. Bunting can come on, come ball out because him already hold a position already. You hear the man talk it.
Outside of Indicom, I don't think we're in a position to make up a determination on these number of police fatal shootings. We're all concerned with it, but I don't think we're in a position to make a conclusive judgment about it.
Senator Bunting, how can targeted operations be carried out without warrants?
Well, I don't know if operations a warrant is needed to enter a particular private premises. And I'm not a lawyer now, so I know there are exceptions even to the case of a warrant. If you're in hot pursuit, for example, of a criminal, I don't know all the circumstances where warrants may be needed or warrants you may not need a warrant. So I'm really not in a position to comment on that, but I know all operations would not need specific warrants because you won't necessarily know that you're going to be entering a particular residence. You may be conducting an operation in an area, you know, and in the course of that operation, you see someone that you're looking for the police give pursuit, the person runs into a house or whatever. I don't think in that case it would be expected to stop and say we have to go and get a warrant. So I think there are exceptions to the warrant, but if you're going to search a particular premises, if you're going to arrest somebody, you know, and it's the circumstances require a warrant, and certainly you should have it.
Now you explain what circumstances require a warrant. You know, the last half there. But at first you say you're not a lawyer and you don't know all the circumstances that require a warrant. Do you hear man say so? So right there, so you play yourself. You're not fit to be the Minister of National Security, boss. Me, I'm a lawyer. And me know say you need a warrant to go through the house. Go to the house. Because you need a warrant to go to my phone. So just because you don't want to answer the question, you don't want to hurt nobody over the other side, you rather lie and make yourself look like an idiot to the whole way right now. Who for trust you, man? I that the man doing no. This man is no idiot, you know, people. This man is no idiot. He must say him not a liar. Him don't know all the circumstances them surround the circumstances them. It might require may or may not require I'm waiting from the judge, a warrant. Now, at the end, he might tell we say, I'll give you some explanation about it. So, he man rather lie upon himself and make himself look small, he look like yes, so. To please the labor right. Can't more than that because this man is no idiot. After me, I'm more brain than them, man. Them man got a good school, man. Them man got a good school when me couldn't go, man. And them man got the school, them man born with gold spoon in them mouth, you know. Them man would have got good school. Me don't got the school where them man go. But them come tell me, say, no know the circumstances surrounding. What the backside me I hear, man?
Outside of Indicom, I don't think we are in a position to make up a determination on these number of police fatal shootings. We're all concerned with it, but I don't think we're in a position to make a conclusive judgment about it.
Senator Bunting, how can targeted operations be carried out without warrants?
Well, I don't know if operations, a warrant is needed to enter a particular private premises. And I'm not a lawyer now, so I know there are exceptions even to the case of a warrant.
Not a lawyer.
If you're in hot pursuit, for example, of a criminal. I don't know all the circumstances where warrants may be needed or...
Stop it, man. Stop playing dumb, man. How we are playing dumb for Mr. Bunting? You don't know all the circumstances where warrant might be needed. Mr. Bunting, come here, man. You was the Minister of National Security before, you know. You're no idiot. You got a good school. Me no got a school where you go. I mean, no, so you need a warrant to go to people's house. And who you make yourself look dumb for? Because you make yourself look quite dumb right here, you know, Mr. Bunting. And who you dumb down your knowledge for, sir? You're not nobody idiot. So you come tell me, say, no, this, you was the National Security Minister before. Eh? You're a businessman, you're not nobody idiot, you don't got a good school. You don't got a better school than me. You know, man born with gold spoon in the mouth, and you got a good school. And look here in a 2025, big old man in a politics. Come out here, so make himself look like a big old idiot. And who you dumb down your knowledge for? Me ask that. Because it's like say, your opposition. No, sir. Who you dumb down your knowledge for, sir?
Outside of Indicom, I don't think we're in a position to make up a determination on these number of police fatal shootings. We're all concerned with it, but I don't think we're in a position to make a conclusive judgment about it.
Senator Bunting, how can targeted operations be carried out without warrants?
Well, I don't know if operations, a warrant is needed to enter a particular private premises. And I'm not a lawyer now, so I know there are exceptions even to the case of a warrant. If you're in hot pursuit, for example, of a criminal. I don't know all the circumstances where warrants may be needed or warrants you may not need a warrant. So I'm really not in a position to comment on that, but I know all operations would not need.
You hear the man? I'm not in a position to comment on that. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know this. People, can you imagine?
But Senator Bunting, there is a trend with the targeted operations in Jamaica. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, people being carried out of their houses and being murdered. These targeted operations, Senator Bunting, many people would argue that they breach human rights because many of these police don't even have a badge. They are in mask up. These things, Senator Bunting, these are serious breaches of human rights. Can you give a commitment that when you are the next Minister of National Security, you are going to see to it that there are standard procedures that are upheld in the JCF? Can you talk to that tonight? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, babies in hands of men and police killing men and babies dropping on ground, Senator Bunting. We are hearing the cases, 160 deaths, Senator Bunting. 95% of those cases are targeted operations, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the mornings. People being killed in their sleep, Senator Bunting. This cannot continue and be business as usual.
Well, certainly I cannot comment on any of those particular cases as I wasn't there.
Bruh.
Jaja. You can't make that up. Man say it wasn't there, can't comment. What's wrong with this man, people? People, what is wrong with this man? Me ask, can you hear me now? I make it up. I am come talk, I am answer. What wrong with this man? The brother asked him about these killings. One time no answer the brother ask him again. And the brother still not gonna answer. Can't comment him, don't know this. I mean, people, what go on here, so? What the F go on, boy? Eh? In back them, we do what them do right now. And now see them F up here royally. The team where him back, if you do what them do, F up royally. Till them say them a change them protocol. So it may ask them, Mr. Bunting, changing any protocol in them head, right there in their mind. That one have to know. Because right now, the labor them left upon a limb. Because you believe in this type of policing, but them realize that them F up and them say them a review protocol, boss. So more have to know if you think them should review protocol. Because you come out, come back for the young youth. You think I know youth are in Jamaica, I'm going to see you come out. That's why I pay attention to. You think I know the youth them are dead and you not come out? You think we never know, say you just, me never know why you never come out. Me never know until you walk right in our hand, Miguel. See, you come tell me. You come tell me clear. We understand, sir. We understand where you're upon. You agree with the party with what they do. But what may I say? The JCF said them a review policy now. So that leave you stuck on a limb by yourself. You understand me? So your way of thinking or law enforcement will go for the JCF right now, it's outdated. Because they might change gear according to what they're saying, they might review policy. So you agree with the reviewing of policy, Mr. Bunting. We want to hear from you, Come out from wherever you are, boss. So we want to hear from you. That's all we are saying. Yeah, me and Bunny say if you step down, other people say, Carlos, give me a chance to come out, come talk. So, hey, fair enough. Come on, come tell what I go on, boss. Jamaica was saying, no man, no party. Jamaica will say, I'm gonna see you, I take off in a youth, boy. You like your heart cold. I'm gonna say all the time. Maybe the youth them too poor for man like you. Put your integrity and your character upon the line for them. If it was some other man will come from up so, you'll come out there for them. But maybe the youth them too poor in the bottom of the gutter, the barrier. You're rich and you're up so with the elite. Yeah? You know, in the youth them. So a man like you now put your reputation and go fight in the gutter for them like a. You understand me, a man like only one man me in the PNP ball for the youth. I mean said over and over, and it's Isaac Buchanan. Nobody else. Me have to just say it. Maybe other people are doing it, but me not hear them. I sat me here one about for the youth them. And I talk about violation of a violation what the police might get into. But Bunting act ignorant for who? Bunting said him not know all the circumstances by which you might need or no need a warrant. He said no. And this man was a police. He was a minister of national security before. So me I say, hold on there. Them man got a good school. Them man a brilliant man. This man is nobody idiot. This man is a brilliant man. Start up him company with him and Mark Gould and the next brethren. Brilliant man, this man. So how come this brilliant man don't know about simply warrant? Warrant in the people. When me and you know. Warrant. You come to your house like him don't know if police need warrant or not. Then he go on to talk about, oh, well, when police are run down a man and this. And none of these cases where you see on social media and the murders is any case where behind man run off a road and run on them house and police go to the house go dirt them. But at that Mr. Bunting put out there to fatten up the argument. But me understand how politicians talk. Eh? And play, you play dumb, boss. You play dumb. For who, me ask? Because money pies a man mind, you know. Who you play dumb for? You're not nobody idiot. Why you up on the man page talk about you don't know all the circumstances when man need warrant, when the man talk about targeted operation? And that the man talk about. And you talk about you don't know all the circumstances. So how you play dumb for, boss? Who? Mr. Man, now we are playing them for. Come on, man. Stop it, man. I'm gonna start watching you now, like a hawk. Because I know you're not fool. You know, got a good school, you're born with good spoon in your mouth. You're one of them who got good school. Me get you understand, say, you got good school. You're brilliant, man. Me hear you talk all the time. Me see you carry yourself. You're not nobody idiot. So all of a sudden, all these years me know you. Me never know so I saw you dunce. So in a 2025, you're going to make yourself look bad for social media. For who? For who you doing it for? Who? Cool, man. But you don't know. Yo. Anyway, people, thank you for watching this video. Yeah? Yeah, people don't see me argument, though. People don't let me ask. It doesn't the man I say, people. See? So original youth I say man go to champion. So you understand me? So the man be brilliant, man. Not true, brother. The man nobody fool. Nobody. Even man say him don't know about warrant. Him don't know all the circle. What? What kind of answer that you again use the police commission, police minister of national security before? So that means say give police who know about warrant the job, man. Give police who know the job, man. A police will get that job there. No, so we don't want no more dunce in them job, them man. We're not police, brother. Can you tell me right now, I say you shot yourself there on a foot? But I tell you, say, you're ignorant to certain things. The job you're going to look at, you're ignorant about warrant. Something wrong with you, shot yourself in the foot. You make yourself look dumb for somebody me don't know because you, brother, you are smart, man. Me know these are people, this are man and an idiot, you know. People, this are brother and an idiot, man, and nobody fool. Me I tell you, say, Bunting and an idiot. Them man are brilliant, man. If you see the man act, just see, you know, a earth chang, I know, a earth, me don't know who in the liberate, you know, a earth, and a burn of fire. Burn them. You rather make yourself look like idiots. Bro. I tell you. No, sir. Collins Barnes said he gave the JLP a great ad. Of course, them can use it against him. Great advertisement. What kind of nonsense this man? I wonder I was sided upon. Me not see that. That's what I say. That's why such man get a murder the youth them so. Because him have full support, bipartisan support. If the man come out, come talk, so me not him. Such man has to wipe out the youth. Did they murder 3-1 place? No, sir. And you they behind the F, you know, Bunting. You're responsible for this too, you know. You're the opposition right now. People, look at my argument, people. Look at my argument, good. Look at the firestorm that is brewing across social media about this youth here. The police almost dirt. Look on it, good. You should have the opposition a bonfire upon it. It should be a press conference because it's a life, you know. This one is serious. If not must have a press conference, this one should have a press conference because a life. Serious topic, this, you know. The PNP should be able to come out there with a press conference. But a fire upon this around here. And the way how them do them police unlawful, the policing unlawfully. But maybe him not see the the illegality in it. So that's why him not gonna come out with nothing. Right at the moment right now, this moment right now require a press conference. Blaze of fire upon the labor right them and all them kill after youth them. And I do the thing wrong. But do you think we're gonna get a press conference from Mr. Bunting? Him already holding position. Do you think he might come out against his friend them over the Labour Party? It seems like him have some friend over there. When no one hurt. Him rather come on social media, come look stupid, Mr. Bunting. Yes, sir. Me know about warrant more than you, boss. I mean, I got a better school than you. How you know about warrant more than you? The man come make himself, I don't know all the circumstances. Bro. Simple warrant for God people yard. That's the man I talk about. Targeted operation. The warrant for go upon them targeted operation. What is complicated about that, Mr. Bunting? Me know a long time I left school, but me know you're nobody's fool. We can't call you no idiot. Me can't call you no dunce. Nobody can't call you no dunce. So why you make yourself look like a dunce? For what? What? People don't see what I go on, man. So Bunting make himself look at dunce to backside. For who? Is it you don't want to hurt nobody in the Liberal Party? Did they get paid to stay quiet? Why? Why you make yourself look like a dunce? Me no got better school than you. I mean, no, you need a warrant to go some of the yard. They better ask about the targeted operation when they got people yard, go murder the youth, they out of them bed. They better give you a whole ton load of different scenarios. Right? And you can say, you don't know all the circumstances. We're not talking about all the circumstances. They better was talk about the targeted operation. And that him attack about come back, yes, Mr. Tufton. They go on like you're an idiot and I play fool. Oh, you play fool, so man. They gonna start dissecting, you know. They gonna start dissecting, play the shit over and dissect the shit on and tell people say. Because some of the shit on and tell you say, no make no sense in that two people not dissect, you know. We just look educated to them and like everything is good and you just go with the fat on that.
Outside of Indicom, I don't think we're in a position to make up a determination on these number of police fatal shootings. We're all concerned with it, but I don't think we're in a position to make a conclusive judgment about it.
Senator Bunting, how can targeted operations be carried out without warrants?
Well, I don't know if operations, a warrant is needed to enter a particular private premises. And I'm not a lawyer now, so I know there are exceptions even to the case of a warrant.
But Senator Bunting, there is a trend with the targeted operations in Jamaica. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock, people being carried out of their houses and being murdered. These targeted operations, Senator Bunting, many people would argue that they breach human rights because many of these police don't even have a badge. They are in mask up. These things, Senator Bunting, these are serious breaches of human rights. Can you give a commitment that when you are the next Minister of National Security, you are going to see to it that there are standard procedures that are upheld in the JCF? Can you talk to that tonight? 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, babies in hands of men and police killing men and babies dropping on ground, Senator Bunting. We are hearing the cases, 160 deaths, Senator Bunting. 95% of those cases are targeted operations, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the mornings. People being killed in their sleep, Senator Bunting. This cannot continue and be business as usual.
Well, certainly I cannot comment on any of those particular cases as I wasn't there.
Bruh. You hear that? So, me up on the PNP Facebook page. And I look see anything about this, where the PNP a blast the labor right for this. For the youth. Me say if anybody come out for the youth them, like this. Me not see nothing for the PNP them. No, sir. Me up on the PNP Facebook page right now. Me not see nothing. Me not see nothing about the youth them. You see me I say? Me kind of frown upon them thing there, you know. Because if I come in as a party, who will step up for the youth them? Who will talk for the youth them? See Labour fumble the ball big time. And nobody in the PNP now come out. People. Enough of them big boy, you know, align themselves with poor people and go vote them one from them, you know. Enough of them big boy, yeah. They don't want to align themselves for the scrapings in the gutter. They don't want to put them name against them to come defend them. I'm going to vote them a look. When they hold them accountable and ask them question, stop playing politicians. I'm in a bizarre. How come nobody in the PNP see a big old case and nobody not, like they don't see it? Low hanging fruit. Press conference needed to be had. Somebody need to come out and say something about this. Nobody see nothing wrong with the way of police are police. I don't understand this. I don't understand. That's all I say. I don't understand. Leave that alone. Because I don't know what I go on, people. Yeah? The police guard is a man in the yard. Knock the door. By the time you go to the door, the man in the house through the window. No warrant. Man just come from Canada. They are Jamaica on vacation. in a house when buy in a gated community in Wakada, Canada, in the military. Buy him house at Jamaica as a Jamaican. Go to Jamaica, I spend a couple of weeks. Police come in house, see there. Knock the door. The man said by the time he go up at the door, police come through the man window, peer, big gun, him a looking and say, police I do a spot check. In your house? So police can't go in anybody's house in Jamaica. No warrant. No warrant. So this brother here, lucky, him still alive. Any encounter with the police in Jamaica, you're still alive. Say thank God. That's what me look, that's what me feel. So this brother here is lucky. He's still alive to send out this from his video camera. I'm yard. Police with knapsack. What police are doing knapsack? How them look for a thief? Why not knapsack, people? Why not the police knapsack? Eh? You want a soldier? Why not the police knapsack? Me think the knapsack we left in a locker room. Where am I? Why in a knapsack then? Yeah, the brother said they proceed to go in that window, go through in that house, big gun, no warrant. Things have changed. I hope them say them a review protocol. The police them I hope on a review or don't got people yard, get warrant, get body cam, do the policing the right way, no man. And nobody know nothing for say. Not even me can have nothing for say, no. Do the thing the right way, no man. Warrant and body cam, that's all we ask for. Warrant and body cam. Now ask for nothing more, you know. Anyway, people, thank you for watching this video. As usual, my name is Jamaican Carlos. Students around the class, make sure your comments make sense in every sentence. If it's the first time on this platform, you like my work and my presentation, go ahead and subscribe to this platform and make it your home family. Manners and respect to everyone in the comment section. Everyone who I listen to the eye, manners and respect to each and every one of you. You see me? Yeah, man. Big up. Blessings to one and all. Peace.
Some people will make a choice irrationally. They wake up on the wrong side one morning, kiss them teeth, and make a wrong vote, and then them suffer for the rest of the time.
Oh no!
Some people will make a choice based on a promise. A man come and tell them, say, I have a horse for you, and that horse can fly. And you believe. You don't look at the track record to see if there was any horses that have flown before.
Yeah, boy.
And then there are some people who just don't know. And anything you tell them, them do.
Again, hold him again, hold him again until he hold him.
Somebody, are the big men that is? No. Oh God, man, they should have come up with more.
I don't mean this.
They should have come up
I
with
don't
more.
about
Crystal needs to do what I do.
about 5 different districts in go. Right go.
You need to be the think of like a black. And
it's tin vessel.
Tin, it's tin.
It makes tin vessel.
Tin, it's tin.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You that chop line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the yellow rat you. Use the youth, them money, base my must a man to statue. Say we like a cash, but we got in a figure you. Take this split of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above me no him a got a belt. But it in the kitchen, some a fly by like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me,
300% free.
it burn me,
Garbage pile of it is.
it burn me,
Give the teacher them raise.
it burn me,
I see corruption face.
it burn me,
Mash down the people them house.
it burn me,
Every day appear arms house.
it burn me,
Appear money them a thief.
it burn me.
And them a sell out the beach.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You that chop line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
Come me say big up all the charities and all of the givers. Some a go like say them powerful, me no make a bigger. The 100 the promises, none of them not deliver. Cut up the youth, they raffle it down in a whatever. Member bowl only and they lie them tell. Corruption smell and they pocket them swell. When police don't a market like Satan out of hell, go mash up people start that thief for themselves.
It burn me,
Or they treat the market man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat the cat man.
it burn me,
Or they treat the peanut man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat the dirt man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat the son man.
it burn me,
Or them a treat policeman.
it burn me,
How them a treat soldier man.
it burn me.
How them a treat everyone.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scandal, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You that chop line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
I may say put that way we do, you make you do with that. All of the money uno take, you better give it back. All of the land we uno take, you know we want it back. All of the beach you uno tip, you better give it back. And you know sign a code that conduct, we don't want you back. You know they clear you asset now, we don't want you back. You can pay fill in your pocket and we don't want you back. Have your hand deep in a corruption, we don't want you back.